So, are you ready to decorate for Christmas? In today's video, it's all about my decor. You know I have 3 themes going, and you're going to see 2 of them, and I can't wait to show you. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life. At any age, always on a budget. You know I'm 74 now. Going to be 75 next year. Where does the time go? And the only reason I say that is because if I can do it, I know you can do it too at any age. I have confidence in you. I want to thank all my dear sweet friends, all my wonderful subscribers that take the time to watch my videos and comment. I so appreciate you all. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. You don't want to miss a fabulous month of Christmas and a fabulous 2026. I have so many new things planned. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. It does help my channel. All right, you guys, you know I do try to do a little different theme in my rooms every year, and I've been so excited about this. So today you're going to see my living room mantle, my den mantle, and the little side table with my trunk. So my main theme in my living room and dining room is Santa's Sweet Shop. It's all about red and white and pink. Yes, I did pink. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And I don't have a lot of sweets and stuff in the different areas, but it's got the candy striped ribbon. I have pink velvet ribbon. I have red sugared ribbon that looks like it's pink. I have white, sparkly, curly, cute. It's just so beautiful. It's fresh as a winter wonderland. I just absolutely love it. And don't forget, I'm going to show you my party tour, which you're going to come to my party and see my whole house, my living room, dining room, and den all done. And I'm going to have a separate kitchen tour, which is all about the Mouse Sisters. It's just going to be so much fun, so much fun. So that's my living room. The den, I played around with doing like a Moroccan Christmas, and then I was going to do a fairy Christmas. I kind of did that last year. I did Alice in Wonderland. It's with Alice and the white rabbit, and you can see the Cheshire cat in a wreath, and it's all in black and white check and red with a touch of Dutch blue, kind of that real pretty French blue color. Anyway, it is so fabulous. And then on my trunk, I closed up my trunk and did a whole display for you. I have the white rabbit, and there's mushrooms and red roses everywhere. It's so beautiful. If you haven't decorated yet, I think this might give you an idea. You could do a tiered tray or at least a trunk in this one of these designs, and I think you'd really, really love it. Anyway, without further ado, here's my decor in the mantles and the side table for Christmas. I can't wait to show you. I hope you love it. I hope you get so inspired most of all, and I'm going to see you in the next Christmas video. Bye. Welcome to my Christmas decor. I'm so excited to show you what I've done. I really want to show you my tree, but you've seen my tree, but you're going to see my whole house in my party tour. You don't want to miss it. That's coming up, but I just wanted to show you what I've been doing here. All right, this is my white mantle, and you know I'm doing red, white, and pink. Okay, I used my 2 feather trees. I found these red feather trees. I didn't even know I had. I forgot all about them. I have so much stuff. I want to show you a little trick. Now, I have this big candy, and instead of trying to lay it down, I put it on a little plate holder. And I want to show you something. You notice how there's light behind these trees? I didn't want to string another whole set of lights and the cord showing. I have these little puck lights. You see those? They're just little round lights like this. And you can do clear, red, green. I did that for my Wicked party, purple, and off. So you can use these behind these trees just for a touch of light. I could have actually added 2 more in there, but that's all I have on the top. And then I added those little peppermint trees. I just thought they were so cute. Now this year I did a garland that goes very symmetrical, and I want to show you how I attach this. I don't know about you guys, but I have a problem with command strips coming undone and my whole garland falling. I want to show you what I did here. Can you see how this is clamped on to the actual top of my mantle here? It goes around and then you screw it on the bottom to tighten it, and then it's got all these hooks, which you really can't see, and I just lay my garland on there. It is not going to come off for anything. I mean, and at the end of the season, I just unscrew those 2 clamps. I can't remember how I ordered it, but I think it was a mantle garland holder or stocking holder. It just screws in from the bottom and clamps on the top. It goes like this, and then it's got the little things. But anyway, look at my ribbon. You guys, I had all this beautiful ribbon, this red and white stripe. I had this beautiful sugared ribbon that looks pink. It's actually red. And then I had my pink velvet ribbon and this curly stuff I got from Hobby Lobby. I put some white picks in it, white lights, and I just did a couple snowballs across the top. And then I did a matching ribbon over on the other side. And I think it's so beautiful with only using 1 piece of candy. I didn't have to use a lot of stuff, but you can see how these ribbon choices hint at candy. And I have a little pink throw down here, but this goes with my whole living room. This year it was bows, bows, and more bows. Anyway, I think this is so sweet. Santa's Sweet Shop. You're going to see the whole thing in an upcoming tour. Now let's take a look at my den. We're going to go to Wonderland and see how they celebrate Christmas. Now, I usually don't show you this part of the room. This is the part where I sit. My couch is all indented in. And this is where I sit either place and I watch my TV. But I wanted to show you some of my decorations that I did. So my wreath has, I don't know if you can see here, the Cheshire Cat in it, and it's got black and white check ribbon. We are in Wonderland now. And I did not paint my mushrooms, and I'm glad I didn't. Look how cute the mushrooms look up there. And then down on my coffee table, I have the white rabbit. All right, now let's take a look at my mantle. Here we are, Alice in all her glory. You guys, last year I did a kind of a forest fairy look in here. And this year I thought, why don't I take it 1 step further? Because I wanted to use all these mushrooms I have. Why don't we go to Wonderland? So my garland, and you know this garland is actually stapled on the top of this board. I just put the board up, and then after Christmas, I fold up both the ends and I wrap it in cellophane. And that way I just decorate it. The greens are up, the lights are up, everything's up. But let's see what I did here. For my centerpiece, I have Alice. Now this was from my table I did at Orange County Fair last year when I did Alice's Ghoulish Garden, which I got nothing for. But anyway, I brought her out, and you can see she's 3-dimensional, and she's standing there. But it wasn't enough. I left my topiaries up and put the red roses on them. So I got out my giant playing cards and just taped them together and stuck them in the back. And that gives all the presents to the focal point of my room, which is my mantle. I'm not into doing a lot of trees. I enjoy doing mantle decor more in garlands and all of that. So you can see I've added all of my mushrooms, my red and white polka dot ones, these ones that are all look like toadstools, and red roses and flowers. Has to be for the Red Queen, right? And then down here I have my lanterns lit, my pine cones. So my bows. So I thought, I've got to do black and white check, right? Just have to. And then I did beautiful red. And then last year on my tree, I don't know if you guys remember, I did these kind of French blue velvet ribbons, and I decided to add them just to pick up her dress color. Isn't that cute? So I have my garland, and I have bow cluster, bow cluster, bow cluster. And I have my topiaries, you can see, and Alice in all her glory. All right, I have one more thing to show you on the little side table. It's the white rabbit. Let's take a look. Here we are on my little side table. Now you can see I've closed up my trunk and I put everything on top. I usually do that for Christmas. I have a playing card off to the side, and this is the rabbit hole. Down the rabbit hole, and up comes the white rabbit. I have 2 battery operated candles, and I have all my mushrooms, red roses. Just repeat the things that sell the theme of your decor. That's really important. And in this room, I used all my greenery, my green trees, which in the other room, it was all white and pink and red. All right, it's time to say goodbye to the white rabbit. Now you remember, he was the centerpiece of my Halloween when I did Wicked Wonderland. So you can use these things over and over and over. I could do a fairy thing with Wonderland. You could do Easter in Wonderland. You could do all kinds of different things. But anyway, it's time to say goodbye to Alice and all her friends. And I hope you enjoyed all this Christmas decor. You know I have a whole tour coming of the kitchen with the Mouse Sisters. You don't want to miss it. That's my 3 themes I had. I had Santa's Sweet Shop, Christmas in Wonderland, and a mouse tail Christmas in the kitchen. Anyway, you know I'm going to see you in the next Christmas video. Bye.